The battlefield was chaos incarnate. Explosions shook the earth, sending plumes of smoke and dust into a sky already heavy with fire. Soldiers were pinned down, voices screaming over the din, fear spreading like wildfire. And in the middle of it all, a rookie sniper, barely more than a trainee in the eyes of her unit, lined up her shot. Heart pounding, hands trembling. Everyone doubted her. Everyone but her. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening. Private First Class Harper James had trained for years in silence, learning patience, precision, and the unglamorous discipline that separates the competent from the legendary. Her instructors often said she lacked battlefield experience. Her comrades whispered doubts about her ability to act under real fire. Today, those doubts would be tested. And today, Harper would rewrite them all. The ground shook again as mortar fire landed too close. Smoke stung her eyes, and the acrid scent of burning fuel and earth filled her lungs. The unit was trapped behind a ridge, enemy forces advancing with terrifying precision. Every second counted. Harper crouched behind the shattered remains of a wall, rifle poised, scanning the horizon for the tiniest hint of movement. Each breath was measured. Each thought was a calculation. Distance, wind, trajectory, timing. She had been trained for this moment, even if no one had believed she was ready. She thought she'd freeze, that her hands would betray her. She was wrong. The first shot rang out silent, invisible, almost ghost-like in its precision. The enemy dropped. Squad's pinned positions became momentarily clear. Harper moved with fluidity, shifting from cover to cover, each time exposing herself to danger but never hesitation. The explosions around her were deafening, sending shards of rock into the air, and she adjusted her aim with unerring focus. Her mind wrestled with moral tension. Could one person's action make a difference here? Could a rookie truly pull off what seasoned soldiers might fail to do? Harper answered with action. Every shot she fired opened a path, saved a life, and shifted the odds. The battlefield was alive with chaos. Dust whipped across open ground, mingling with the acrid smoke of spent ordnance. Soldiers moved like tides, sometimes advancing, sometimes retreating, always guided subtly by Harper's unseen hand. Murmurs rippled through the ranks, certainty turning into awe as her deadly accuracy became evident. Then came the moment of the impossible. The unit's commander had been separated, surrounded, and critically wounded. Any rescue attempt was suicide. Harper calculated the angles, waited for a lull in the enemy fire, and moved. She darted across open ground, low and fast, every heartbeat synchronized with the rhythm of survival. Bullets struck the dirt around her, and still she advanced. Her shot cleared a path, enemy soldiers falling like dominoes in her precise wake. The commander's position came into view, obscured by debris and smoke. Harper aimed once more, fired, and neutralized the immediate threat. The team surged forward, following the corridor of safety she had carved. The moral weight of what she did pressed upon her only briefly. The responsibility for lives was heavy, but Harper's training, her instincts, and her sheer determination allowed her to act decisively. Courage, she realized, is not measured by rank, experience, or expectation. It is measured by action when all seems impossible. The climax of the mission unfolded like a symphony of chaos and control. Coordinated moves, precise shots, and unwavering resolve created a rhythm that the enemy could not anticipate. Harper's rifle sang in sharp, lethal notes, dictating the pace of battle. And the trapped soldiers flowed through her carefully orchestrated rescue. Every second was amplified with tension. Every breath counted, every life preserved a testament to skill and nerve. When the dust finally settled, silence replaced the roar of battle. Soldiers emerged from cover, eyes wide, scanning for the hero who had turned the impossible into reality. Harper lowered her rifle, heart still racing, and looked around. They had survived. The battlefield was scarred, but alive. And in that moment, the rookie sniper who everyone doubted had become the defining force of the mission. The commander, breathing heavily, approached her with a mix of disbelief and respect. "I didn't think it was possible," he said, voice hoarse from exertion and adrenaline. "I didn't think about that," Harper replied quietly. "I just did what had to be done. Because courage doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back." And as she walked through the aftermath, dust clinging to her uniform, smoke curling in the fading light. Harper understood the lesson she had proven to everyone. Skill, determination, and heart can defy every expectation. Even a rookie, even the underestimated, can pull the impossible rescue and change the course of the battle entirely. If this story inspired you, share where you're watching from and which moment amazed you the most. Subscribe to Whispered Words for more incredible tales of bravery, courage, and impossible missions. Because heroes often rise when no one expects them, and they leave a mark that lasts far beyond the battlefield.